hardknocktv. I'm on Hard Knock TV. Face Mob, and I'm back on Hard Knock TV.
Lord, if you hear me, still.
I think I need to breathe 'cause I ain't feeling right. My conscience is at ease and saying live your life. Got everything, I ain't missing much, bruh. Got my little paper back, I ain't really fucked up.
Tell me a little bit about the concept behind the video for Steer.
The concept behind the song was, you know, everything is good and all of a sudden, you know, everything is right and all of a sudden shit goes wrong. You know, and it's in that fast. The concept of the video is just one last lick. Everything is right in life, man. You know, got my little paper bag. I ain't really stressed out. Woman got my back, you know. Outside looking in, you can say I'm blessed, huh? Career still intact, got my street cred, went on in life thinking that the beast did. But every now and then I get flashbacks, you know. And in those flashbacks, I want to just go back in that one more time and hit this last little lick. And that last little lick turns out to be, you know, oh fuck, it's tragic. And then, you know, at the end of the video, you know, my phone is ringing. And it's my old lady, and I just reached down and tell her that I'm gonna get ready to go back to jail and I get shot in the process, you know. You know, that's common in the community. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like if you get pulled over by the police, don't fucking blink. No, seriously, don't fucking blink, cause you know, anything could happen.
Now the concept of police misconduct and police brutality kind of reminds me back to the video you had a while back, the hand of the dead body.
Conduct and the brutality has never been a big deal in our community. It's always been a big deal in everybody else's community because they didn't get a chance to see it firsthand, you know, as they seeing it right now because of social media and them putting it in the face. So big shout out to the kids that's actually filming this shit and putting it out there. Brutality and profile and then, you know, get your ass on this ground or come out with your hands up has always been, even especially here in LA. You know, I remember getting pulled over and you have to open the door and hold your hands up and walk backwards and then get on your knees and put your hands behind your head, and we didn't even do shit. It's always been like that, you know. In Houston, they'll lay your ass down on the side and have a sitting contest on the edge of the curb, like MCA say. So it's nothing new, you know, but social media is shedding light on it. So now the media outlets have to pick it up too because it's just out there already. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the hand of the dead body spoke on it in '94, but it was not as much media attention on it as it is now because, you know, you get to see that shit at a click of a button.
Staring down the barrel of a Colt 45. I'm feeling mad, suicidal, so I think I'm gonna drive. Everything is hazy and I can't see my lane. Demons got me seeing double in the rain. If I put the pedal to the metal, take my hands off the wheel. Lord, if you hear me,
How do we move forward from this?
It's a very difficult. It's a very difficult transition. You know, you took away the sheets and you gave them the blue uniforms. You know, and I stand behind that. You know, it's not the. It's the law. You know what I'm saying? And you living under laws that were set when black people were property, when you were making payments on your black man, mm-hmm. or your black woman, or your slave, you were making payments on them. So those are still the laws that govern us as a people. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And until you get the laws, you know, amended, changed, whatever the fuck you want to call it, until they change, then we're going to always be, you know, pressured by that. I think that for every police officer that's caught doing misconduct, black, white, green, or brown, a misconduct to a people, you know, that shit should be charged as a hate crime. You know, and the feds should pick it up. You know what I'm saying? If you shooting an unarmed anybody, black, white, green, or brown, that's a fucking hate crime, bro. Was it a hate crime when that man went in that church and killed those people? Is that they charged that as a hate crime? That's a hate crime, right? Well, for you to pull a gun on me and shoot me for nothing is a hate crime. You know, that should be deemed a hate crime or an act of terror. That's a fucking terroristic act, man. You know, I have no defense, you know, for that. And the laws make me defenseless. The Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman case. The Stand Your Ground law saved George Zimmerman. Okay? But the Stand Your Ground law did not save the young lady that fired the shot, you know, in the house to warn her husband, like, stop beating my ass. Right. That gave her 20. She was later acquitted after, you know, so much. Well, no, she wasn't acquitted for it. I think she took a plea or something. Some kind of plea that fucked her life up forever, because now I'm willing to bet my nut bag that's gonna be a felony, that's gonna in turn stop her from getting a job, that's gonna in turn land her right back into some other shit that she shouldn't be in, because of some shit that shouldn't happen in the first place. If you can stand your ground, if you can pick a fight and stand your ground, then why can't you stand your ground in your own fucking house against
domestic abuse?
Domestic abuse, yeah. I mean, it's just a one-sided scale, man, and we will slowly but surely get past it, you know. But we have to stand as a people, and I ain't just talking about as a black people or as a white people or as Hispanic people. I'm talking about as a people, period. Like I said, you see an injustice done to any fucking body, the whole goddamn world needs to be in an uproar, because it not only could it happen to me or you or them, but it can happen to us. Like, that shit can happen to us. Like, it could have easily been you running and still getting shot in the fucking back. That shit should leave the nation in an uproar. It should leave the world in an uproar. Like, fuck that. Like, let's be real with each other, man. If somebody fuck with you, I'm gonna be mad, as you should be with me. Like, let's bury the hatchet right now.
You got a tattoo about the justice system too, right?
I have a tattoo about the justice system. Don't you just love this? This is American justice, as per my opinion. This is that gavel. This is the judge. That's a cool ass looking judge, right? Look at that judge. That's the flag. That's the shackled black fist. And that's us at the end of the day. Yeah, it's absolutely the truth. The justice system, American justice. Now, how do we fix that? We don't pull the flag down. We pull the people down. You know, the flag has nothing to do with it. Don't change the flag, change the people. You know, the flag can be gone and we can hang fucking Truth Studios and a couple of speakers up there. But if people that's inside of that court or that system or that you know, or that fucking Capitol or that White House or whatever house, if they still have that hurt or that hate, shall I say, in their hearts, then, you know, we still face the same problem. And injustice against us is an injustice against just everybody. And that's how the world should, that's how, especially us, me, you, black, white, green, brown, that's how we need to start looking at shit. And that's the only way it'll change. The music that's made in hip hop has to reflect the time. We cannot be afraid to speak out. Because the more we bury, you know, it's like sweeping mud up under a rug. You know, eventually it's gonna be a hump up under the rug and somebody's gonna walk and trip over the motherfucker. We gotta wipe the slate clean. Somebody has always gotta say something about that. It's bigger than just partying, or it's bigger than just selling dope. or it's bigger than just killing folk. You know, it's bigger than fucking. It's bigger than thought. It's bigger than what we see. Okay? It's about a teaching. It's about an enlightenment. It's about educating everybody on what the problem is. And if you look at all the hate words that people can use toward, the derogatory words that we can use toward each other, unless we use them, they don't have no fucking meaning at all. We can, they don't have a meaning if that's not in our vocabulary. If we ain't saying derogatory shit about each other, it doesn't exist. If you don't feel like you're more of a man or superior than I am, then racism doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? It's the only thing that separates us as men is the color of our skin. And that's it.
Another kid killed in cold blood. My mother's heart broke. Family cried on the first pew. My heart spoke. Hurtful words I would never dare speak in the house of the Lord. Still, I'm in the devil's reach. I don't want to hear the preacher preach. That shit a lie. Plus, ain't knowing how that evil be. But who am I to judge a man when I see him trying? Fox News trying to justify him. It ain't no way that you can clarify.
It's called a mental exorcism. What does exorcism mean?
Release the demons?
Release the fucking demons. Okay? Well, let's release the fucking demons in our mind. Once we release that, once we know what the fucking problem is, it's gone. This is things that we have to touch on, man, that I want us to understand about each other. And I think that when you start opening up dialogue with each other, it heals. Once we open up to each other, and once that shit is out in the open, then we know how to deal with each other. It's kind of like a marriage, or a friendship or whatever it is. You sit down at the table and you say, you know what, man, I was thinking. The more I look at this and the more I read into this is what I don't like about you. Mm-hmm. But this is what I like about you. And vice versa. That shit needs, we all have to come to because it has to be something deeper than our skin color that separates us as a people. I mean, that separates us, bro.
The media definitely amplifies our differences more than what makes us alike.
I got 2 eyes.
You got 2 eyes, 2 ears, and nose. Yeah.
7 nuts. You wear a watch on your left hand? Mm-hmm. Me too. Got shoes on my feet, socks, jeans.
We all go through love, insecurities,
hey,
depression. Man. We all go through
life.
The same shit.
We all go through life.
Yeah.
So the only thing that separates us is a skin color. So I would like for us to just visit this shit once and for all and say, you know what? Fuck it.
I mean, I feel like hip hop's doing that a little bit for a new generation in ways.
It's doing it a little bit, but you gotta think about hip hop's earlier generation when that's all it did. Mm-hmm. From the X Clan, the Public Enemy to from NWA to Ice Cube solo shit to Ghetto Boys to fucking Hey man. I love hip hop, and the more I realize how much I love it, the deeper I fall in love with it, because it's an outlet. It's an outlet to say whatever it is that you want to say, and make sure that what you say reflect, what the times are doing. And I respect, Drake Cole, and I respect what Drake does, and Meeks and all of the new kids that's doing that shit. I love what they doing. Kendrick, they doing that shit. Mm-hmm. Speaking on it. Make that music reflect, what those times are doing. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the streets, they just don't care. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far because the man with the tow truck repossessed my car. Some shit talked about it. Don't push me because I'm You know what I mean? Don't fucking push me. I'm right here. I'm this close to losing it. You know, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. When the music that you make don't reflect what the times are doing, then we're not making the right music.